Newly acquired Habs prospect, right-handed shot, 6'2". Who is Justin Barron? We dive deep today, looking at some gameplay highlights. You are joined alongside Justin, Mackie, Missing Alex. Together, we make the No Respect podcast. But if you like Habs content, you have stumbled upon the right channel, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we're not like experts when it comes to prospects, right, Justin? Right? No.
Not at all. No, we know next to nothing.
Not at all. No, but what we can tell you and what we will do in this video is dive deep with you folks. And if you guys have any opinions when it comes to Justin Barron, newly acquired, obviously with Artturi Lehkonen gone to the Avalanche, and this was the big talk of the town. Right? So the goal today with this video is to take a look at what profile. So let's start there, Justin. What do we have on Justin Barron that we could take a look with the folks back at home?
Well, obviously, he's a first rounder, which we've established. Picked 25th 2 years ago in 2020. So interesting. Same pick that Ryan Poehling was picked at. Fun fact. Hope he pounds out a little bit better. Anyway, so he played for the Mooseheads. He just missed Dominic Ducharme by about 2 years. I just checked that earlier. Had pretty good numbers in junior. I mean, started off 21 and 51, but then ended almost a point per game, which is good. And what I've heard from some Colorado fans is he does have an offensive gift to his game, which is good to see from a big defenseman at he's 6'2", 195 right now, and he's probably putting on some more weight as he goes into his career.
Yes. One thing that we should talk about is how this fits with the Habs and their prospect pool. Obviously, the Avalanche, and like you said, like the fans are not that thrilled with the fact that they had to get rid of Justin Barron to acquire Artturi Lehkonen. But for the Montreal Canadiens, the right D list of prospects is not that heavy. Left side is not bad, but the right, I think it's Logan Mailloux, Caden Gooley. No, not Caden Gooley, sorry. I'm missing another name. The whole point is I think there's 3 Habs prospects that are looking to pan out as opposed to a long list of players. So this is where Justin Barron fits, is that as we move forward, as maybe Jeff Petrie wants to get his shit out of here, the whole point is who we're going to look to the future, and having this prospect helps. And he's 2 years deep from his draft year, so he's starting to play some hockey at the pro level in the AHL. Now he's going to be joining the Laval Rocket, but might be joining the Montreal Canadiens as soon as he gets here. So practicing with the team, maybe getting a look. Obviously, in our context, it doesn't really matter, right? So might be great to see Justin Barron and what he can do. But speaking of which, let's take a look at some highlights of the kid. Obviously, you talk about a big kid, 6'2", like you said, and the one thing that is apparent in what the Montreal Canadiens are trying to do from an offensive standpoint and defensive standpoint is to make sure that you can skate, and this kid can skate. So we'll take a look at that and the shot and the offensive ability. Let's take a look. This is coming to you from toutsurlehockey.com. So make sure to go and subscribe, like this video. It's got 7,000 views. Usually pops off when anybody gets traded to the Montreal Canadiens. Let's take a look and react to this video. Let's go ahead. So I already like his celebration. Looks humble. You know what I mean? Like it's not too cocky. But I believe this one here is a snipe and a half, bro.
Yeah. And I like how far up he's playing, like close to the hash marks, you know. Shows a defenseman with like confidence in the offensive zone.
Yeah. Obviously, like the big thing is that we're talking about AHL here. You know, the Colorado Eagles here. Obviously, the affiliate team of the Colorado Avalanche. This one's sick. Look at this. This is mobility.
Floats it.
Walking down the blue line, and that's one thing that the Habs have kind of missed. It's that kind of like John Klingberg. I don't like him as the best example because he's not the most defensively gifted player when it comes to being a defenseman. But we need that type of like move in, move out. Look at this guy swerving, dude. You know. So if he does pan out.
some dynamic
Go ahead.
player on the blue line. Like someone,
Yeah.
I mean, someone we've been missing for years is someone like Andrei Markov, obviously. Like someone who could walk the line and kind of just be there as a kind of quarterback style player.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, obviously, what he needs to improve is probably like the explosiveness and the quickness of the decision making. But this, you're looking at a guy that's got the shot, he's got the skates. A little Drew Deeks here. Shout out to Drew Deeks, who's our recommended for the next video. But all of this to say is that when it comes to this player, I think it's good to be excited. Now, is he going to be a game changer for the Habs? I don't think so, personally, based off of very limited research. But that's why we do these videos with you guys. Take all the pressure off of us. We're not experts. But all of this to say is that, do you guys have any insights on what the type of player Justin Barron can be? And obviously, what we want him to be is a different story. So what is a realistic expectation of Justin Barron? Hopefully he pans out as being a player that can, be a regular in the NHL, bring that speed, bring that shot, and bring that dancing at the blue line, and then you got yourself a hell of a haul that you got from the Artturi Lehkonen trade if this pans out.
I've seen some Colorado fans saying the only reason that he's not playing in Colorado is because their D is kind of deep there, and they didn't have space for him. And I mean, like, if you look at his stats in the AHL, a 0.5 points per game in the AHL at 20 years old as a defenseman is pretty darn good. So I mean, I think this is definitely going to be an NHL defenseman. I've seen people rank him as being like a middle pairing defenseman, so maybe we can look forward to that. Obviously, on the Habs, next season it's going to be kind of open season for the D-core. Like, it's kind of going to be a logjam there and see who makes it, who doesn't make it. So I think he's going to get a shot with the Habs, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's exciting to see what this player can be, but obviously this is the big piece that came with Artturi Lehkonen's trade yesterday. I think that about does it, Justin. One last point that I did want to make that I found curious is that there was a Q&A with Kent Hughes and Jeff Gordon today with Chantal Maccabi, where I found it interesting that he cited him kind of playing the same type of game as Ben Sherratt. Big, mobile. The only thing is that, as much as I love Ben Sherratt, I think his mobility isn't like, he's good at mobility for his size and how like rugged he is and how physical he plays. I don't think Justin Barron is going to be to that same extent. But I just found that curious. So, I don't know. Justin Barron, guys, are you excited? Let us know in the comments. We are the No Respect Podcast. Again, if you like Habs content, you have come to the right place. If you like, subscribe the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. For Justin, for Alex, for myself, Mackie, we shall see you next time. And go Habs, go.